Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive deep into some juicy data.
Always ready for a deep dive.
Today we're going deep on something any B2B salesperson's going to want to hear about.
Oh, this should be good. Lay it on me.
Buckle up because we're taking a look at the LeadWave Business Pulse Report from February 21st, 2025.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's this report all about?
Think of it as a snapshot of all the entrepreneurial energy pulsing through India.
Sounds like my kind of snapshot.
This report tells us all about the new business registrations that popped up on that day. Just imagine a list of over 1,000 potential new clients landing in your inbox every single month.
Okay, now you've got my attention. That's a game changer for any sales team.
Absolutely. And this report is going to give us a glimpse into exactly that.
All right, I'm hooked. Let's get into it. What did LeadWave uncover?
Well, first of all, the sheer number of new businesses registered on February 21st is mind-blowing. We're talking 627 companies and 449 LLPs.
Wow, it's a whole lot of new businesses popping up. Wait, for those who aren't familiar, can you quickly explain what an LLP is?
Good point. Not everyone's deep in the business world lingo.
Yeah, just a quick refresher.
Sure thing. LLP stands for Limited Liability Partnership. It's a structure that offers partners, well, limited liability,
Makes sense.
meaning their personal assets are protected, unlike in a standard company.
Right, where personal assets could be at risk if the company goes south.
Exactly.
So for someone in B2B sales, knowing this difference is actually really important.
I see where you're going with this. It helps you understand the kind of business you're dealing with, right?
Exactly. It can tell you about the scale of the business, maybe their risk appetite.
So all valuable information when you're trying to tailor your sales approach.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's get back to those numbers. Remember, 627 companies and 449 LOPs all registered in a single day.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that.
And it gets even more interesting when we break down the data by location.
Right, let's get specific.
Rock Deli saw a solid 111 new company registrations.
Hold on, Rock. What's that stand for again? I know we've covered it before, but a quick reminder never hurts.
Totally. Rock Deli stands for Registrar of Companies. It's basically the government body in India that handles all those company registration.
Right. It's coming back to me now.
So lots of registrations with a specific rock. It's a pretty clear sign there's a lot of business activity happening in that region.
Makes sense. So Delhi's buzzing, but I bet there are even hotter spots out there.
Oh, you bet there are. Karnataka, for instance, saw a whopping 70 new companies registered.
Karnataka, huh? That's impressive. What's driving that growth?
It's interesting, right? But here's the kicker. When you zoom in even closer, Bengaluru Urban stole the show.
Bengaluru Urban. Okay, so we're talking about the heart of the tech action in India.
You got it. A staggering 59 new companies were registered there in just one day.
That's incredible. Bengaluru really is living up to its reputation as a startup magnet.
It's not just hype, it's real. I'm curious, what industries do you think are driving this growth?
Well, considering Bengaluru's reputation, tech is a safe bet.
It has to be, right?
Think software development, fintech, maybe even some AI and data analytics startups in the mix.
All the hot areas.
Exactly. And this isn't just a random surge. It's part of a much bigger trend.
The Indian startup scene is on fire.
Yeah, and it's been steadily growing for a while now.
Fascinating to see it reflected so clearly in the data.
It really is.
All right, let's switch gears for a moment and talk about those LOPs again. Remember those 449 new LOP registrations?
Yeah, we can't forget about them. They're a significant chunk of new businesses.
The report shows that Rock Kolkata took the lead there with 84 new LLP registrations.
Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed Kolkata would be ahead in this area.
Me neither. Looking at the state level, Maharashtra took the top spot with 85 new LLPs. But Kolkata itself saw a huge 71 new LLP registrations on that day.
Okay, so Kolkata is definitely a hotspot for LLPs specifically.
It really is. Makes you wonder what types of businesses are choosing this structure in that region.
That's a good question. It could be that we're seeing more of those smaller, maybe more agile businesses opting for a structure that's a bit less complex than a traditional company.
You're thinking like consultancies, small partnerships, that sort of thing.
Exactly. Or maybe even startups that are just testing the waters before they go all in.
That makes a lot of sense. It's a lower risk way to get started.
It is. And for B2B sales folks, this is something to keep an eye on.
Totally agree. This could be a whole new market segment opening up.
Big time.
And here's the best part. All this incredible data comes from LeadWave Tech.
They're the ones with their finger on the pulse of the Indian startup scene.
And they don't just provide this kind of overview. They offer daily updates on newly registered companies across India.
Daily updates, that's incredible.
And get this, they even give you the contact details for the directors of these companies.
No way. Talk about a direct line to potential clients. That's gold.
It's like having a cheat code for B2B sales.
It really is.
Imagine being one of the first to reach out to a company on the very day they register.
You'd be way ahead of the competition.
You could position yourself as a trusted advisor right from the get-go.
Instead of being just another salesperson trying to get their foot in the door months later.
Exactly. So remember, we saw 59 new companies registered in Bengaluru Urban in a single day.
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
And that's just one city. Imagine the possibilities when you have access to this kind of data for all of India.
The potential is huge.
If you're in B2B sales and you want to get ahead of a curve, this data from LeadWave Tech is the key.
Couldn't agree more.
To get your hands on this exclusive MCA data, all you have to do is email us at info@leadwavetech.com.
We'll make sure you get connected.
And now we're going to leave you with a final thought.
Always love a good thought to ponder.
Imagine you're a brand new business in Bengaluru. What kind of services or support would be most valuable to you in those critical early stages?
That's something worth thinking about.
Keep that question in mind as you dive into the data from LeadWave Tech and connect with these potential clients.
It's all about understanding those needs.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Until next time.